Hello viewers, today I am going to discuss about features projection formula and also we will determine the configuration of chiral carbon when it is represented by features projection formula. Now all of us we know that in a chiral carbon the four bonds they are directed towards the corner of a tetrahedron and this is a tetrahedral arrangement. This is the carbon and these are the four bonds and these four bonds are directed towards the corner of a tetrahedron. Now to draw the structure of a 3D molecule in a two-dimensional paper we use features projection formula. Then in features projection formula the way how to view the molecule is we'll view the molecule in such a way that this chiral carbon will be in the plane of the paper. Then these two bonds they are coming towards the viewer and these two bonds they will go away from the viewer or away from the plane. Then we will project this molecule in the paper, right, and it will look like this. That means this is the chiral carbon. This bone and this bone they are coming towards the viewer and this bone and this bone they are going away from the viewer or they will be below the plane of the paper. Now let us discuss how to determine the configuration of a chiral carbon when we have represented the molecule in features projection formula. Now these are all colored balls, right, and according to their decreasing frequency we will assign priority to them. That means we are going to use the CIP rules to determine the configuration of this molecule, right? Now we'll give the white ball as our lowest priority, it is 4th, right? And according to Vibgyor, blue will get the first priority, then yellow will get the second priority and orange will get the third priority, right? Now we should view the molecule in such a way that the fourth priority group should be below the plane. That means this fourth priority group must be either this position or this position. In this case the fourth priority group is in this position, right? Therefore the configuration of the molecule will be 1, 2, 3. This is a anti-clockwise turn and therefore the configuration of this molecule will be S. That means for this molecule we have determined the configuration. Then this molecule we can view in some other way also, right? Suppose we are viewing this molecule like this one, right? Same molecule I can view like this also, so that these two groups are now they are coming out of the plane, that means towards the viewer, and these two atoms, right, that means these two bonds are going away from the viewer. Now how to present this molecule in features projection formula? Yes, this line, this is the chiral carbon, then yellow is coming towards the viewer, that means it will be in the horizontal line, then this is the white, right, then blue is going away from the paper and orange is also going away from the paper or away from the viewer. Now let us determine the configuration of this again, right? Again the white will get the fourth priority, right? Orange will get the third priority, yellow will get the second priority and blue will get the first priority. This is according to their decreasing frequency, or we are using the Vibgyor, right? Okay. Now in this case this fourth priority group is in the horizontal line, that means it is coming towards the viewer, but according to CIP rule this group must be below the plane, that means it should either be here or here, right? Then how to do that? Two rules we know, that we can exchange three groups at a time, keeping one group or one bond fixed without changing the configuration, or two pairs we can exchange without changing the configuration. Now what we will do, in this particular arrangement, right, I'll bring the white group here, then blue will come to yellow's position and yellow will go to W's position, right? Then this particular bone is fixed. I have not changed the position of this particular bone, right? That means orange will be here only, right? Then W will go to blue's position. This is fourth priority. Then blue will come to Y's position, right? Then Y will go to W's position, right? Y's priority is 2, right? Now 1 2 3 1 2 3, what is this? This is again what? S. This must be a S because we are determining the configuration of this same molecule. Its configuration is same, but our way of viewing is different, right? And this molecule actually we can view in 12 different ways, right? I can view like this, you can view like this, right? Your friend can view like this, and in this way, in 12 different ways we can view, right? But the configuration will be the same. But what we have to do, we have to bring the lowest priority group either to this position or to this position, keeping in mind that we can exchange 3 groups together by fixing one bone, or 2 pairs we can exchange without changing the configuration. But if we exchange only one pair, then what we will get? We will get the opposite stereoisomer, right? If it is S, then 2 group exchange will give us the R isomer. Now let us exchange 2 groups in this particular molecule, right? And that is only possible, already I have mentioned, right? Only possible by breaking and making a bond, right? Then after 2 group exchange, what I got? I got this one. This blue will come to Y's position and Y will come to blue's position, right? Now let us determine the configuration of this particular molecule, right? This fourth group is in the vertical line, that is below the plane, right? Now this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? Now this rotation is what? Clockwise rotation, and therefore this is what? R. Now if I place a mirror, here, right? If I place a mirror, then these two will be what? They will be the mirror image isomer of each other. They are nothing but they are enantiomers. Now let us consider a different molecule where the molecular model is this. Here there are 2 chiral carbons. This is a chiral carbon and this is also a chiral carbon, because this carbon is attached to it. Suppose this is a OH group, this is hydrogen, and this is the below group is amino group, right? And this carbon is again attached to it a OH group, then this is hydrogen, and this group is a methyl group, right? Now we'll, in features projection, how we have to observe this molecule, how we have to view the molecule, so that this is the chiral carbon, this is the chiral carbon, they will be in the plane of the paper, right? And these 2 groups, they are coming towards the viewer, they will be in a horizontal line, and this, they are also coming towards the viewer, and therefore they will be in the horizontal line. And this bone, right, this bone and this bone, they are going away from the plane of the paper, right, and therefore they will be in the vertical line. And representation for this molecule will be this one, right? That means this OH and hydrogen, they are coming towards the viewer, and this OH and this hydrogen, they are coming towards the viewer, and this NH2 and CH3, they are going away from the viewer. Now let us determine the configuration of the chiral carbons, right? Then how many chiral carbons are there? Yes, this is the first chiral carbon, this is the second one. This carbon is not chiral because it is attached to it 3 hydrogens, right? Now let us determine the configuration of this carbon, right? Now this carbon is attached to it 1 oxygen, 1 nitrogen, 1 hydrogen, and 1 carbon, because according to CIP, the first thing what we have to do, we have to see with which atom it is this chiral carbon is directly attached, right? Then according to their atomic weight, the oxygen will get the first priority, nitrogen will get the second priority, then this carbon will get the third priority, and the hydrogen will get the fourth priority, right? Now the fourth priority group is in the horizontal line. Then what we have to do, we have to bring either to this position or to this position, right? And how we can do? We can do by two allowed operations, right? I can bring 4 to this position, this will come here, and OH to hydrogen, and I'll keep this particular bond fixed, right? That means 3 will be in the fixed position, 4 will go to NH2 position, NH2 will come to OH position, and OH will come to hydrogen's position, right? Then 1, 2, 3, what is this rotation? This is my clockwise rotation, and therefore the configuration of this particular chiral carbon will be R, right? Then let us come to this particular chiral carbon. Now here this carbon is attached to it, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, and this is also a carbon, right? And according to atomic weight, this will get the first priority, this will get the fourth priority. Among this two carbon there is a tie, but this is attached to it, oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen, but this is with 3 hydrogen, and therefore this will be our second priority group, and this will be our third priority group, right? Then for the second chiral carbon, this is the third, this is 1, this is 4, and this is the second, right? Then again what we have to do, we have to bring 4 to the vertical position, then 2 will come here, and 1 will come to fourth position. This will again I will keep fixed, right? 3, then 4 will come here, 2 will come here, 1 will come here, then 1, 2, 3, what is this? This is my R. That means the configuration of this will be also R. That means the configuration of this molecule is RR. Now this molecule is having 2 chiral carbons, right? And we have already determined the configuration of these 2 chiral carbon, right? They are RR. And what we know that when a molecule contains 2 chiral carbons, then 4 stereoisomers are possible, and I have drawn all the 4 possible stereoisomers, right? Now if we observe this one and this one, what is their relationship? If I place a mirror here, then this will be the mirror image of this, or this will be the mirror image of this one, right? And see here what is the difference between this and this? This is nothing but a 2 group exchange. See, this OH is in this side, hydrogen is this side. If I bring OH to this side and hydrogen to that side, then I will get this particular configuration, right? That means if this is R, this 2 group exchange will give what we already discussed. This will be what? Your S, right? Here also, if you see, if this is R, then how this is possible? This is possible only by exchange of OH should go there, hydrogen will come here, then this will be what? Your S. That means this and this, they are stereoisomers and they are mirror image of each other. And then what they are called? They are called enantiomers, right? Again see this molecule, right? Here the configuration of this and this, they are same. OH is in this side and hydrogen is in this side. Here also OH is in this side and hydrogen is in this side. And that means there is no change in configuration, therefore this is H. And if you determine using CIP rule, then you will find that this will be your S. But here what we have done, there is an exchange of groups. This OH is coming here and this hydrogen is going there, therefore exchange of one pair, therefore this is what? This will be your R, right? Again see this one here, what again it is happening? Again this is a mirror image of this particular molecule, right? If I place a mirror here, then the relationship will be what? Mirror image, right? Then if this is S, this must be what? Your R. See, this is a 2 group exchange again, right? And if this is R, then it must be what? S, right? That means these two are non-superimposable mirror image. Again these two the relationship of these two is what? Enantiomer. Enantiomers, right? And these two are also what? These two are also what? These two are also your enantiomers, right? But this molecule and this molecule, right? This molecule and this molecule, they are stereoisomers, but they are not mirror image of each other. Again, this molecule and the last molecule, right? They are again stereoisomers, but they are not superimposable with each other, and they are not mirror images, right? This and this, they are not mirror image. This and the final one, last one, they are not mirror images. And this four, this is 1, this is 2, this is third, this is 4. These 4 pairs are called diastereoisomers. That means when a molecule is having 2 chiral carbon, then 4 stereoisomers are possible. This pair and this pair, that means 2 pairs are enantiomers, and this pair, this pair, this pair and this pair, they are stereoisomers, but they are not mirror image, or they are not mirror image of each other, and therefore they are called diastereoisomers.